you keep your emotions in check as you get Cleveland for Game 6?
Treat it like Game 7. We don't want to come back here as much as we love to win in front of our fans. We really want to finish it in Cleveland. They're going to come out and give their best punch, and they might be tired, but they can push through for a game or two, and we got to realize that, and we got to come out and play like it's our last game of the year and just give it our whole effort. If we come out and play angry and play poised, we'll be in good shape.
Rick Barry joined us on the pregame show. Now he's on the postgame show. One game away, and the Warriors will be NBA champs, something you can relate to.
Yeah, well, I'll be disappointed if they don't win. I do believe they have the best team. They're certainly a better team than Cleveland with all the injuries that they have and the people that they're missing. And it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Blatt does with Cleveland, because he made a dangerous move. He went small. He got Mozgov out after 4 minutes. And I was, to be honest, shocked that Cleveland played as well as they did for about 3/4 of the game. But it's a dangerous game when you're doing that. The Warriors are a better team. They're a deeper team in that kind of a setup. And they prevailed. They came through. I mean, Iggy got 5 big points. Of course, the free throws we won't talk about. And then Steph did what he needed to do. That's the way he has to play. They blew the 6-point lead. He comes in the game with 9:30 or something to go, and he winds up, when they had the run, he rounds up getting 12 of the big run when they had at the end of the game. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, he's got to play that way in order for them to win.
Any way you see them not closing it out in Game 6? Do you think it comes back here?
Well, it could. I mean, again, if they don't shoot the ball well, I mean, they did it the last 2 games they won, and Clay hasn't shot the ball well. He really hasn't. So if he becomes a factor, and Steph plays the way he's capable of playing, and the other guy who struggled some, although he had he got the crowd really into it, that tip dunk, that dunk he made on the drive, and that's Harrison. Yeah, Harrison's struggling a little bit. Iggy struggled for most of the game until the end. But they have so many weapons, and that's the thing that makes this team so difficult to have to defend, because a lot of other guys can step up and beat you. But again, their defense kept them in the game when they were struggling, and that's what you have to do. It's got to be your defense to be the cornerstone of what you build on, and these guys have done that. So it's really fun to see them play this way, and I think they could do what they did against Memphis when they were, in trouble and lost and were down 2-1, and like to see him do the same thing. But you know that LeBron's going to come out and give it his best shot. But he's got to get some help from someone. I'm going to be interested to see how they start that basketball game as far as their lineup. Cleveland.
The question is for both of you guys. I know that you like to take things one game at a time, but one game away now. How are you feeling going into Game 6, and also how bad do you want this?
What's the best way to say it? Really bad. I mean, long season goes into these last moments of the final series, and we fought hard all year and put ourselves in good position now to go to Cleveland and hopefully close it out. So we're confident. We're not getting ahead of ourselves. The locker room, if you walked in there, was the exact same after a regular season win. But we know this the sense of urgency of the moment. And it's a good feeling to get a win in Cleveland and understand we can get it done and how we need to get it done. So ready for the opportunity.
Next question on the left side.
Steph, obviously winning this game was a big deal, but I'm just curious how much you're enjoying what looked like a guard, small forward pickup game out there tonight.
It's a chess match, and we both have a lot of wings and guards that can, fill a, 5-man lineup. And they made an adjustment, didn't play Mozgov pretty much at all the whole game. So they tried to match our lineup, and obviously over 48 minutes, we feel like we can be versatile with who we can throw out there and how we're going to win games. So I'm sure there'll be another adjustment going into Game 6 that our coaching staff will make, and obviously theirs as well. We just got to be 1 through 14 locked in. That's been our calling card all year. Whoever steps on the floor is going to give us something. LB came in tonight, did what he was supposed to do, and impacted the game on the offensive end and the defensive end. Can't be said enough what HB was able to do in his minutes. with putbacks, giving us extra possessions, being physical in the paint. He really changed the game, and especially in the fourth quarter, he got us 3 extra possessions that we needed. So everybody's got to be ready, and I think that'll hopefully give us a good chance to win in Game 6.
Mark on the left.
One for each of you guys. Mark Schwartz, ESPN. Steph, when you get rolling like that, 17 in the fourth quarter, the basket, I guess, looks real big to you. Do you have any sense, now that you're done, what you accomplished, how difficult some of those shots were, and how much your ball handling lets you get some of the space to make them?
Those are plays I've been making all year, and the ones that I feel confident in. And I think it helps to have gone through Game 2 where we were rushing a little bit in the same situation, a 1-2 possession game in the fourth quarter, and we got, I call them better shots because they were more in rhythm than in Game 2 where it was come down, look for the first shot. Don't even run any sets, don't even run any screen and rolls, and we didn't kind of settle into them. And I think once one goes in, obviously it helps to keep your confidence high.
And Draymond, there was this narrative throughout most of the series that Matthew Dellavedova was hounding, harassing, and bothering Steph, and his physicality was making Steph unable to do what he did all season. Based on tonight, what do you think of that narrative?
People were saying that. I never really got off into it. The man, I think Steph maybe had an off game or two. That's basketball. I'm taking Steph in any matchup, so he was hounding, physical dirty. It's a fine line, whatever you want to call it. He do what he do, but I was going with Steph no matter what, and I'm still rolling with Steph no matter what.
Over here on the left side. Steph and Ben from Slam Magazine. Following up on the first question, you answered it strategically, what it was like to play such small ball. But, obviously, ultimately, you want the win. But talk about just with your style of play. Were you enjoying kind of the open space maybe you had? That fourth quarter, you looked like you were having a very good time.
Yeah. It's more screen and roll heavy. And I love the chemistry I have with this guy right next to me to be able to make those plays, because if he's not a threat, then they can kind of go all out and sell out in the traps, and that's how we've been effective all year, like I said, because we have the versatility and the talent, all 1 through 5 on the floor to be able to make those plays. So if I come off and they trap, I got faith in Draymond to make the right play. He finds the open guy, or he's able to finish. He got us with like 6 free throw attempts just off of him catching in that wide open space and making the play and attacking the big or whoever was rotating at the rim, knowing they didn't have really a shot blocker besides Tristan. So he was able to get to the free throw line, get us some easy points, and then I was able to attack when they're kind of in between, not really knowing what they wanted to do in pick and roll, and give me some open looks from 3 too.
Again, in the same room?
Yeah, Mark pretty familiar with San Cruz and Bay Area in this group. Draymond, after Game 3 in Cleveland, some of the guys were kind of playing it cool, but you were the one guy that came out and said you were really angry about what was going on and that you declared you didn't want it, you were going to do something about it. Why did you do that, number one? Number two, are you less angry now? And number three, what was happening there at the end when you kind of looked like you were doing some police work when they were going to hack and you stepped in?
No, I knew it was only 2 seconds left that they could do the foul, so just kind of blocked them a little bit. Kind of, channeled my inner football skills. And as far as the Game 3, I was upset, and the reason I came out and said it is because, in playing with Coach Izzo, one thing he's always taught me is if you're going to be a leader, you sometimes have to take the blame on yourself. And if you're going to call somebody